receiver's been an issue for you guys during the year. At some points, has there been any guys who stepped up in practice over the last, week and a half or so who might be bigger roles in that kind of supporting cast?
Sure. Well, I think Zion will be a game time decision. He has gotten work and he does look good. But again, we'll rely on the medical staff to give us a final decision on him. Very optimistic about him and his chances. In terms of Tyler and any quarterback for that matter, it's stuff that we've rehashed already. When you lose your two primary targets and then your next two targets are on the men's, everyone has to continue to step up. You can't you can't wish for answers to happen. You got to work it into reality, work it into existence. And it starts with making sure that everyone in the organization understands what that means, right? Because as it relates to the passing game is about precision, right? Detail, timing, being in the right place, blocking the right people, making sure the ball gets out on time, understanding the different coverages and the adjustments to them. So, we've always taken a deep dive into that. We prepare the third team guy as well as we prepare the first team guy. Had they reached that level? They did not in camp. Now with the issues that we've had from an injury standpoint, there is no choice. And I think that has driven guys to improve. And I do see a tremendous improvement in the supporting cast for Tyler, for the quarterbacks in general. And they have taken a step up. To name a guy individually, I just think collectively everybody has. And they've done a really good job. It's been a really good week. So they're excited to play football.
Awesome. Thank you, Coach, for your time. Enjoy the rest of your morning.
Thank you, guys. Have a good day.
Everyone else can please stay on the line. We'll be joined by some student athletes shortly.
Yo, what's
recording good? Stopped.
Y'all make sure y'all like, share.
Hey, Josh, do we know who's going to be coming on later?
I do not yet. I'm sorry.
All right.
Y'all make sure y'all like, share, man. But while we sitting here waiting, man, we're going to go ahead and get this thing popping. 786-459-9499. We want to get down with IOD Squad. Seven 86459-9499. Let's go.
Welcome to South Florida. Yeah. Welcome to South Florida. Welcome to South Florida. Welcome to South Florida.
When you on the field, is it pregame? Like, is it ever? Are you ever afraid? Do you ever feel fear, or do you ever feel pressure?
Nervous.
You ever feel pressure?
Not one bit.
None of that.
No. Who's been your tough defender? Like, who's guarded you the tough?
Yeah, who's the toughest person you played?
I don't see nobody.
I knew this. Nobody. He was gonna give us a damn hood.
That's why I'm a playmaker. I love receiving. I love to catch the ball. I love to go over people's head.
Yeah.
So I just got to do what I do.
University of Miami, they land you, and then they land the number one. We call him football player, number one player in the nation, James Williams.
Yeah.
Both playing the same position, right? How do you envision that working? Are they telling you how that's gonna work, or?
Well, I feel like me and James two different safeties.
Uh-huh.
And I'm more of the ball hogging safety. He's more of the rangy playing, like you couldn't say like in the box, but like a striker position, strong safety.
Right.
And I'm more with the free safety. So I already know in practice that's gonna just build great competition. And when the game comes, it's gonna be easy.
Guess what's up?
I know we go hand in hand because it's like we're the same person.
Right.
So he has like his strengths and weaknesses, and I have my strengths and weaknesses. And we're gonna he can feed off of me, learn how to, I guess, be more of the free safety, and then I can learn off of him, be more of like a closer to the box safety.
Right.
So I feel like we're just gonna make each other better.
Yeah, James played free safety. He wanted to play free safety. He was big on that. But James will never be back at free safety. James be close to the line, the linebacker sometimes. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah,
that's his.
That's just him
Yeah.
helping his team win.
That's his chess. Yeah, that's it. That's him playing chess with the team. I totally
Yeah.
get. I covered James since he was that big, bro. I've known him. I known him all his life.
I just feel like every time it's just man on man. If he wins the battle, then that goes to play. He doesn't break on the run, or if this person like doesn't take that step, or certain things. It just I feel like you beat your man every play, then you got the best chance to stop any team, or vice versa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
5-star. Lean loyalty. 6'12", 276 pounds.
Yeah. And like after that, I just started going crazy. Tackles after tackle.
Yeah, the first play was like a tackle for loss for like 6.
Yeah.
No, they didn't touch you. Like,
Yeah, like they did.
explain to me, dog. Like, what is that about? Like, how do they not? You 6'5", 300 pounds. Is it something? Is it a swim move or something you do? Like, they don't see you? You're teleporting? What's going on?
I'm too fast for long.
They don't realize you that fast when the game starts. Like,
I'm gonna be the best player on the field. Like, I just gotta show the world. Like, I'm the true 50. I'm the next 56 up. The next. I'm gonna just go crazy this year. Like, show people like, wow, at 56. Like, show them like I want to take care of my mom. I want to put in a big house, stupid cars, big pool in the backyard. Put on for my brothers, my nieces and nephews, like coaches. I think all of them boys for like having me here at this like position that I'm in now, cause like it took hard work and dedication. Without all of them to guide me in the right path, I wouldn't be here today. So I think all of them for like helping me out. Like, yeah.
It's gonna take 3 motherfucking days, and that's what this nigga bullshit. Big time players step up in big game. All the criticizing and all that, it's over, baby. Big time players step up in big game.
all right, I just had to run that for y'all. You know what I'm saying? While we sit here and we wait. I had to get this thing popping the right way. Zion Nelson back on the court yet, man? Is Zion Nelson back on the court yet, man? Somebody help me. Let me understand, man. Is he back out there? Who been watching playoff basketball? I mean, who been watching preseason basketball? Please tell me Zion Nelson back on the court, dog. Please. $700 in rookie cards. Zion Nelson. Please tell me somebody help me, man. Tell me, please. Zion Williamson, yeah. Zion Williamson. Is he back on the court yet, man? We're talking about $700 worth of cards. Zion Fatboy Williamson out of New Orleans. Y'all know who I'm talking about. Y'all knows who I'm talking about. Fat boy out of New Orleans. Is he back on the court? Is he? So I got to. So I got my stream going. I gotta put some Pelicans. He still play for the Pelicans? New Orleans. I gotta watch some Pelican preseason games, man, because I got hope for the big man. I'm pulling up some Zion Wilson highlights. So listen, man, 786-459-9499. You just got to hear Mario Cristobal just spoke. Mario Cristobal just spoke. Talked about Tyler missing losing some of his best top targets. He talked about Zion Nelson. That's why I just got that from Zion Nelson. What did he say? Zion Nelson. One second. Woo. Zion Nelson being a game time decision. We're waiting on, so maybe we're gonna get to talk to maybe 2 more kids. So we'll put that in here live. When we don't know who the kids are, we're gonna get talked to. It's like a surprise, but we'll put that in here live. Once they're ready. So man, real fast, you just got a picture of Tua up there, man. Tua won't be available this weekend with the Jets, and yeah, I think Teddy Bridgewater got what it takes, and I'll tell y'all what I believe. Do you all think what Teddy Bridgewater got what it takes? Ooh, I'm here burping. Y'all boy going off in the comment section. Kyle, what you say? You need Scaife and Justice to be sat down. They need a boy to be sat down. I'm going to pin this to the top. Of the comment section. He should. It's the Jets. He can get it done. So there you go. Pin to the top. IOD Squad. If y'all want to get down with Investor Die, that's IOD Squad. It's pinned to the top of the comment section. Kyle say Teddy will be fine. Jay White said 100% stronger arm. Let me see if I can find y'all some stuff on old Teddy Bridgewater. Let's see. What year was that Teddy Bridgewater? Took over for Drew Brees. – 2019. I think that was 2019. New Orleans Saints stats. Anybody ever find it amazing how easy we can just go through stats and pictures and history? How easy we can just flip through this stuff now? – 2019. This is what I want to see. Game log. We just getting here, man. We still waiting. We're waiting for a couple more interviews with some athletes, and they probably just finished practicing. So the question was, can Teddy Bridgewater take over for Tua? I remember 2019 with the Saints when Teddy Bridgewater took over for Drew Brees. And I'm going to tell you why I think this is significant. He took over for Drew Brees like the third game. It looks like it was, well, I don't know if it was the third game, but it was in October. It was in October versus Arizona. Well, it was October the 20th versus. Oh no! Listen, they're going up. It was It's going up. It was in September, so Drew Brees got hurt early. He took over and he lost that first game versus the Rams, 27-9. I think it looked like he maybe came in midway through that game or something. But from there, he went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. He went 8-0 when he started. For the Saints. And the reason I go back to the Saints is because a lot of times when he was named the starter on those teams, they were all bad teams. But when he was the backup for the Saints team was loaded. And I think they had a good defense that year too. He threw for 177 first game, threw for 193, then he threw for 314, then he threw for 240, then he threw for 281. Looked like he had maybe 9 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. But he won himself looking like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I know he won for a fact like 5 in a row. They went to win 8 in a row, but I'm not sure what maybe Drew Brees came back. Or maybe he got hurt or something. But he won 5 in a row. What I'm saying is that this Dolphin team has talent. This Dolphin team has some guys, and it has a coordinator, a head coach who's an offensive guy. He's doing his thing. I think Teddy on a team, you know what I'm saying? Like the Dolphins with Hill and man, listen, bro. Nobody say Hill looks better. Hill looks better here. He looks better here than he looked in Kansas City, you ask me. I mean, he get the ball more, he touched the ball more, he's involved more. So with Hill and Waddle and all these guys that he got, I think a week of practice, knowing he the guy in the system, I think he's gonna do a thing. A lot of y'all didn't think highly of Tua before this season. It ain't like y'all thought Tua was the savior before this season, before 2 games ago. I don't recall y'all being all up in arms. And Kyle said he still don't. Kyle, I'm Kyle. Listen, I'm glad that you're being honest, Kyle, because not too many people was high on Tua until the Baltimore game when they came back. Street, check your messages real quick. I didn't know you was live, but now you know I'm live, and you come on here and be like, Street, check your messages. I got you, bro. I don't know which messages you talk about, but I'm gonna check them all. But yeah, it's like This is how the Dolphins did tour. Man, you wrong for this, dog. I just I don't even think. I think I just saw insane message. Insane, dog. This soccer thing is funny, dog. That's what I just ran into. So I'm checking all my messages. But no, bottom line, I just think Teddy Bridgewater gets a chance. With a decent team, which the Dolphins, I think he can make it happen. You got to understand, a lot of times some of these quarterbacks, man, like Geno Smith was put in a position where two offensive tackles, rookies, a lot of times the guys are put in positions to sometimes to fail. Sometimes. So I think him getting handed this ship, I think he may get it done. I do. I think he may get it done. I think he may do his thing. A lot going on, bro. A lot going on in the member section. We were talking this morning about a situation. Well, it started last night, I think, about a situation where we saw Josh Gaddis at Miami Edison watching Ray Ray and watching Tanalua Frankie Tinaloo. And Josh Gaddis was there with security. I didn't think nothing of it until Uncle Luke last night on the space mentioned it. That in 17 years he never saw a coach show up with security. And I got to thinking, I've never seen a coach on the sideline with security. Not that I can remember. You know what I'm saying? And I've seen mostly all of them. I can't recall seeing a coach on the sideline with security. I can't. And Luke said, well, maybe he can death threats. That's the only reason he has security. And I was like, wait a minute. Like, I didn't think that deep into it when I saw it. I really didn't. But it's only been 4 games, though. It can't be that bad. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna keep asking questions. Maybe because he was by himself. Maybe that's normal. I don't know. I'm gonna keep asking questions, but it can't be that bad after 4 games that somebody feels like their life is threatened, or somebody's threatening somebody's life after 4 games. Yeah, what are we talking about here, dog? And I'm not saying it happened. What I'm saying is he had security with him. He was alone. They usually travel with 1 or 2 at a time. But I've seen Manny Diaz on the sideline in the height of him about to be fired. I don't think he fell for his life. I don't think he felt in danger. I don't see Florida State coaches on the sideline here in Miami. I don't think they ever felt in danger. Why he has security? Not sure. I'm about to switch this to, let's see, to members, so where the members can comment. Why? I don't know, bro. I don't know. Of what though? It could be Joshua. Because Joshua said, could he just be scary? Okay. Scared of what though? I get where you're going with that, right? But scared of what? He's a football coach going out to watch football players. Scared of what? Like what would he be scared of? All right, we're gonna get back to this, man. We're gonna get back to this. We're about to get somebody in here. So we're gonna get back to this though. We're gonna get back to it. We're about to have so we're about to have some kids coming in, man. I may ask a couple questions, but we don't know who's coming in.
Hey, Cam, can you hear us?
Yes, I can hear you.
Great. We have safety Cam Kinchins. If you have a question for Cam, please use the hand raise function.
Let's see if we can get Cam a question.
We'll start with Frank Tucker from Canes Country.
Hey, Cam. Obviously, it's a solid start to the year for you, but last week or the last game was kind of alarming in regards to the big plays allowed. What are you guys doing to regroup as a unit?
The main thing is making sure we kind of fix our rooms. You know, there was nothing wrong with the scheme, or the play calls, or anything. It was just more we got to execute on the field.
Next, we'll go to Adam Lichtenstein from the Sun Sentinel. Adam?
Hey, Cam. You're going up against the wide receivers in practice. Who have you seen who's maybe kind of stepped up, in the absence of X and Jacoby?
Kind of everybody's been stepping up. There's no, one person. Everybody's been trying to step up to make sure they can fill all the roles and make sure we won't miss a beat.
Our next question for Cam comes from David Wilson of the Miami Herald. David?
Hey, Cam. We all know, obviously, North Carolina has a very good offense and a good quarterback, good passing attack. What stands out about what makes that offense so good to you?
Air raid. They love throwing the ball. It's like the quarterback got 19 touchdowns, 1 interception. So he's doing a pretty good job. And then their receiving core, they can actually go get the ball. They got speed to them.
Next, we'll go to Anthony Year from 305 Sports. Anthony?
Hey, Cam, Northwestern Central this week, you played that game all 4 years. What does it mean for the city and for you, having played that game?
It means a lot. That's the one when the whole city come out. Everybody take off. Everybody get off their jobs and pack trash out. I'm 3-1 against them, so it's always Rockets down. So I hope my Bulls come out there and pull out a win.
Next, we'll go to Zuby Charles from Kane Sport. Zuby?
I was going to answer the question.
Hey, Cam, just want to get your thoughts on, Kevin Steele this week took, all the blame for the secondary mishaps or the defensive mishaps. Just what are your thoughts on that? The coach, take responsibility.
Yeah, I was about to ask that.
There's no really comments on it. He took the blame for it, but it's the guys out there that really got to go and execute. He can call, it could be a zone play, it could be a blitz play, it could be a man play. We got to go out there and execute it. So, which we didn't do. So.
Next, we'll go to Christopher Stock from Inside the U. Chris?
Hey, Cam, just curious, last year, Josh Downs, 11 catches against you guys. What makes him a difficult cover?
the way he runs routes, you know, and when you watch film on him, you kind of see he's going to find a way to get open. If you're covering him, he's going to change it and find himself to get open. The quarterback's always looking for him because he is a dynamic player.
Next, we'll go to Mike McCoy from the Big O Show. Mike. Mike, I believe you're muted.
Sorry about that. Thanks, Cam. Cam, I just wanted to ask you, in terms of leadership in the defensive secondary, is there someone that's taking it upon himself to take that role, whether it be emotionally, vocally? Can you speak on that?
To be honest, it's literally the whole group. You know, Tyreek is one of the older guys, so he kind of steps up in the way. James, me, Avante, Al, Corey, DJ. It's like everybody steps up in their own way. You know, some people got other traits that's better than others, but everybody finds a way to step up and make sure everybody on point.
Thank you.
Next, we'll go to Brandon Edward. Brandon.
Yeah, Cam, this was a close game last year. Is that into your mind? What things are you processing to, ensure that you come out on top?
Fight through all 4 quarters. You know, we can't come out slow. We got to come out throwing punches, and after we do that, we got to keep throwing punches. You know, we got to maintain the lead and win the game. Last year came down to a play. We don't want to come to one play.
We'll do our last question for Cam. It comes from Daryl Streeter of Footballville. Daryl.
All right, Cam, the harp on the Miami Northwestern and Central rivalry. Your boys are a big underdog coming this week. If you could motivate them, you had to give them a motivational speech, man. What would you tell them in the locker room, bro?
You know what time it is. Like, it's Cent versus the West. There's nothing more to be said. You know, that's one of the games you go out there and your coach don't got to give you no pep talk. You know, it's bragging rights. That's all it is. It's bragging rights. So if they lose, then Central got to one up on them for the rest of the year until they play them next year. West win, we got to one up. Oh, and another thing, it's 13. All-time record 13-12, which we up on. We don't want to let it be tied.
That's a good one.
Thank you for your time, Cam.
Thank y'all.
Recording stopped.
Chris, you got to be faster with the question, though. That's a good question. You got to be quicker with it, Chris, though. That's a good question. I definitely would ask him that. So I guess we're waiting. Probably wait for one more. Somebody, well, 2 more. Probably get 2 more in here. What we were talking about before? We were talking about something important, weren't we? What we were talking about before we went in there, huh? Wasn't we talking about something important? Oh, okay. Josh Gaddis showing up with security. Yeah, I don't know what he'll be afraid of unless he felt a reason to be afraid. We was past Teddy. Back to the nigga being scared. Man, what is wrong with y'all, man? Huh? What is wrong with y'all, dog? Man, you see how y'all discredit the man? But what if the man is receiving death threats? Huh? What if the man be receiving death threats and y'all write the man off? Dog, I've never seen that. Even Sorno, when I saw him walk in, I was like, are they together? Okay, so he was twice the size of, he was bigger than the security, all right? I don't know. But maybe the security knows jiu-jitsu or something. Maybe he's a ninja. I don't know. Maybe he's from Shaolin. Shadow boxing. Shaolin or Wu-Tang could be dangerous. I don't know. Maybe he's just a little tough guy. But I was like, is that security? So I went over and shook his hand and I talked to him and he kind of left him alone. I mean, as he saw that I was no danger to him, but I just have never seen it, bro. I've never seen it. Like Josh get it's a 4:00 game at Trash Power. Like literally nobody there. So what I'm saying is, but on a serious note, bro, is somebody really like that mad at this man after 4 games? On a serious note, like, is somebody really that pissed at this man after 4 games that they probably said something to this man in his inbox? Are you serious? Like, where does that even? Manny Diaz was driving the program in the ground, and nobody was that mad at him. Nobody I knew. You gotta sometimes think about these things, man. We really, really do, dog. We really, really do. Listen, man, the phone line's open, man. I'm gonna put the link in here, man. If y'all want to come in here and say your due diligence. If you wanna, if you got your 2 cents to put in, I don't know why I still call it a phone line. It's a stream line. There's the link, man. If you want to come in here, you got 2 cents. You want to say, oh, Tim saying people didn't have much money in the program. Then Tim, that's not it, Tim. That ain't it. The people who got money in the program are not mad at Josh Gaddis after 4 games. Not at all. That ain't it, big homie. So X just tweeted on the Caneville account. X just tweeted, Cam Kitchens excited about the West versus Central game on Friday. The city comes out. It's bragging rights for the whole year. Oh, my God. First tweet. Fuck that. Worry about North Carolina. Oh, my God. You can't. The first tweet, bro. The hell with that. Worry about North Carolina. Yes. Yes, because beating North Carolina should be these kids' complete life. Nothing else should matter. Nothing else in life should matter but beating North Carolina. I can't make this stuff up, man. But I'm glad. Okay, so listen, I'm glad y'all got to see this. How this happens. So you see, Cam Kitchens was asked. He was asked about Miami Northwestern, right? In that game, and he answered. He answered, right? He answered. But the replies will be, why he worried about that? Why he worried about that? He not worried about that. Somebody asked him a question, and he answered. Gaddis probably got caught somebody old lady DL. X beat up Gaddis. Certain people have had it for Gaddis since he decided to leave Michigan. Our fan base bought it into the nonsense, and now they're blaming. This is so true. This is so true. This is so true. This is so true. But I would just say to this is that it's easy to feed into the nonsense when it's the narrative that it's not that you want to hear it, but it's easy to hear. It's easy to feed in. Yep. But Gaddis didn't do himself any favors, right? So you got Coach Zach Smith over there thrashing him in Miami because he got hired for an Alabama job that Zach Smith almost got but didn't get, which is a Ohio State coach, Ohio State fan base, right? Ohio State fan base. Then when he left Michigan, he didn't leave quietly. You know what I'm saying? Like, he said a few things. And I just told him, like, listen, bro, if you want to say something, there's other ways to do it. You got to say it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you ain't got to be the one to say it. X the one who beat up Gaddis. This is true at times. Yeah, man. So the first quote on this tweet was, "You in Miami. Fuck that. Worry about UNC." And then, I said, "Bro, simmer down," and he laughed back. "Calm down, bro. Calm down, bro. Jesus Christ. Jesus." But this is how it happens. Somebody asks Cam a question. He answers it. And it's like, why they worry about North Carolina, Northwestern? They need to be worried about North Carolina. And that's, but it's not just Miami fan base. I think it's all fans. All fans are a little irrational. The ones who don't just stop and think, the ones who just get emotional. Yeah, all fans can be a little irrational, dog. Yeah, I don't think our fan base are just. Oh, man.
I'll turn the volume up.
Recording in progress.
We got action.
Hey, Elijah, can you hear us?
Yes, sir.
We got action.
We have defensive lineman Elijah Roberts. If you have a question for Elijah, please use the hand raise function. We'll start with David Wilson from the Miami Herald. David?
I got a question for
Hey, Elijah. It was kind of obviously a weird game defensively for you guys, where it was kind of just really 4 huge plays that killed you guys. I'm kind of curious, just like, what was the film review of that game like? I'm sure, obviously, like some frankness with the guys in the secondary, but how did you guys? Didn't feel like you guys got as much pressure, but the way they run that air raid offense, it was going to be tough. Just what was that film session like coming out of that game?
That film session was really just cleaning up our mistakes. It's really on us. So, like Coach Cristobal says, you put it on film now. So now people, how they know, like what we do wrong and what we do bad. So it's really just us, on us to clean up our mistakes. Those 4 plays are just mistakes on us. So that's stuff we got to clean up.
Next, we'll go to Christopher Stock from Inside the U. Chris?
Hey Elijah, I was just curious what you what you think of the slow starts in games recently for the team, not just offense or defense, just in general. You guys just haven't had those starts. Your thoughts on that?
That's definitely something that we, circled as a team and just players in general. Like players have gotten together and said, "Man, what can we do to start fast? Like, is it something that we need to do between us? Is it something that we need to, go to the coaches about and see? Is it something that we could come to and just fix?" And it's been fixed. People have been talking about it, met with coaches and stuff like that. So I don't expect us to have any more slow starts like that.
Can you share what you guys came up with? What you'd like to do on game days?
I'm not really in those conversations. It's more of the older guys, the team leaders and stuff. So I'm pretty sure Coach will break it to us on Friday. Let us know.
Next, we'll go to Adam Lichtenstein from the Sun Sentinel. Adam.
Chris Young, man.
Hey, Elijah. So you guys obviously start ACC play on Saturday. First off, just what have you seen in general from the UNC offense? They've been prolific this year. And then second, 2-2, I'm sure not how you guys want to start the season, but, considering you guys start ACC play, you can still win your division title, conference title is all still possible. I mean, how much is it kind of like a fresh start for you guys?
ACC is the biggest, that's what you're here for. Like, that's what we're playing for. So as far as, going 2-2, that's behind us right now. So all we can do is focus on UNC's offense. And you mentioned the offense. Yeah, they're really good. They can pass the ball, run the ball, quarterback can make plays with his feet. So it's just on us to contain that.
Our next question for Elijah comes from Frank Tucker of Canes Country.
Hey Elijah, with the lack of pass rush production, has there been anything you guys worked on specifically during the bye week to improve on that? I know you guys have played pretty solid against the run, but kind of compared it to last year, it's kind of a slow start to the year in regards to sack numbers.
Yeah, we've worked on everything with Coach Wright, with Coach Joe. All the D-line coaches, we've just been working on everything. We understand, sack numbers haven't been up. That's something that we see as well. So we've just been working on everything the whole bye week, this week, just continue to get better. Pass rush and the run game. It still starts with the run game as well.
Our last question for Elijah comes from Mike McCoy of the Big O Show. Mike?
How you doing, Elijah? So offensively, UNC poses a similar threat that, Middle Tennessee State did to your defense. I know a lot of errors 2 weeks ago were mental, but did you all as a defense learn anything new in terms of how to cover that type of attack or maybe attack that type of offense? Thanks.
I know for us up front, we've definitely, saw things that we could fix, in the pass rush game, in the run game. And I know 100% that Coach Steele and Coach Adot have met with the DBs countless times just to fix some of those mistakes. It looks bad, but it's not really, it's just like mental errors and stuff like that we could easily be fixed.
Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you for your time, Elijah.
Thank you guys so much. Have a blessing.
Chris Young, man, you wild, man. Chris Young talk about he don't play that much. I want to talk to him. I don't want to talk. Man, what is wrong with you, man? I don't know why they always asking questions about the gameplay. You gotta ask. They ain't gonna tell you. He may not say it, but you gotta ask. You gotta say so. That was a good question, though, Insane. I was going to ask that. How can I join? Somebody just hit me up and say, how can I join the group chat meeting? You got to be a member. Ooh. So we may get one more player, I think, maybe so. We may get one more in here. Did we get past the Josh Gaddis conversation? The Josh Gaddis conversation is crazy. He is definitely crazy. Did we make it past that? So listen, if you watching and you can't comment, it's because we got the member comments on. Got somebody texting me now trying to become a member. Oh boy. One second. But no, we're going to keep asking questions about that. I don't even know how Luther Campbell paid attention to that. He's supposed to have been coaching the game, and he see what's going on the sideline. He's saying he want to get Eve back in here. Man, want to get Eve back in here. The Eve thing is weird, man, because some of y'all like Eve, some of y'all don't. Some of y'all like mixing the other stuff with your football. And some of y'all like, no, man, I just want to talk ball with the fellas. No girls. I just want to talk ball with the fellas, man. No girls. Pat Payton been playing well for FSU. Where is I get? Where's I Payton at? Where's the Payton? Remember the Payton we had at wide receiver? Where did he go? We interview this guy all the time.
Make sure that doesn't happen again.
But yeah, that's obviously one of the big things we have to work on. We obviously took that bye week as a huge adjustment to where we had to put certain arrangements in and focus on certain things that we didn't focus on the past couple of weeks. But all that's in the past, and I feel like we worked on that, and we're going to show that as time goes on. We're going to show that day by day, and then leading up until game day. So we've been working on a lot of things during bye week, so that won't happen again.
Thank you.
Next, we'll go to David Wilson from the Miami Herald. David?
Hey, Jay, on that same note, and I'm not sure how much you can kind of tell or reveal, but are there specific things you guys change with, I don't know, the night before or pre-game? Like, are there kind of specific changes you guys make to your routine that you kind of hope will prevent some of that stuff? Or is there anything you can kind of tell us kind of specifically?
No, I mean, we just been preparing. We obviously took advantage of the bye week, so there's not certain things we change or anything like that. It's just harping on more things than usual and just getting back to that daily routine and taking, that bye week and taking advantage of the bye week, like I was saying. So nothing, no huge changes, just working.
Next, we'll go to Adam Lichtenstein from the Sun Sentinel. Adam?
Hey, Jalen. So I guess my specific question is, how have you seen the team improve? How have you guys improved on run blocking over the course of the last 10 days? I know that was something you guys had an issue with against MTSU. And then kind of a bigger picture question, just start of ACC play. still having a chance to win the division, win a conference title potentially. How much do you guys kind of use that as a chance to kind of start like the slate clean, I guess?
To answer your first question, I feel like we not just improved on the run game, we improved on every single thing regarding offense and defense. But alluding to the run game, I feel like
ask him if you know what a target is.
We just need to pick certain things up and just work on our execution. So that's one of the big things we worked on, and taking advantage of every rep and watching every single film, taking advantage of the bye week to watch a lot of film on the guys so we can be really prepared. And when it comes to practice, we
Tim,
give
that's a
certain
funny
looks,
question,
we
though.
can pick
I'm
it up,
really debating
and
on that, Tim.
we'll be prepared. And can you repeat the second question, please?
Just like, with the ACC play starting this week, how much is that a chance to kind of put the past behind you, move forward, and focus on goals you have for like the overall season as a team?
Obviously, we haven't played a conference game yet, so this is a big challenge for us coming up. Our first ACC conference game, so we're going to have a big challenge ahead of us. And it's really right to put all that to the past, like all the things that happened in the weeks before. It's obviously good enough to just leave that where it is and just focus on the present right now and focus on winning each game. Each day, and being 1-0 each day, and then obviously coming out 1-0 on game day as well against North Carolina.
Next, we'll go to Luke Cheney from All Hurricanes. Luke?
Hey, what's up, Jalen? So, in watching film over the course of this bye week from, your first 4 games, what were some of the specific areas, across the offensive line that you feel needed improvement and I guess have been addressed over the course of that bye week?
I feel like, it's a couple of stuff. As an offensive line, offensive line play, we need to improve, just keep improving in the running game, just moving the guys. And of course, we're going to be facing some bigger bodies. And with North Carolina being some good, talented defensive tackles and defensive ends, we need to just focus on, moving the guys and picking up everything they bring at us. So that's the big thing we've been focused on, and obviously picking up everything in the pass game as well. So we've been giving certain looks, pass and run, so where we'd be really prepared for the teams.
Our last question for Jalen comes from Azubi Charles at Kane Sports. Azubi?
Hey, Jalen. Just first off, just want to get your thoughts. How important is it to, get that first win in the ACC for you guys coming off the 2 losses? And kind of what was your message to, the guys in that O-line group to say, hey, let's put this, 2 games behind us and focus on ACC play?
I feel like it is really special going into this game, getting this dub, because obviously we're not really focused on the Texas A&M loss, or Middle Tennessee State loss. So everything is put on. The main focus of the whole team was just to put that all in the past and just focus on what we need to focus on, what we can control, because we can't control the past. So that's the biggest message I've said, and everybody else said in the program. And I feel like that's going to show, and then it's going to show, day by day too, when we put in that work. So.
Awesome, Jalen. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you, everybody. That wraps up today's media availability.
That was a good question. That was a good question, Don. Put my hand up too late. When you put your hand up late, sometimes they don't add you in. Yeah, that was a good question. We got X in here. X should be coming back in here soon. I'll put him back in here when you come back in here. Twitter Space tonight, man. 7:30. Y'all check us out on the Twitter Space tonight. Let me see. Ask him how he finds motivation after an unexpected beginning to the season. And what does he do to avoid business decisions? You think there's a loss of motivation? I think there's a loss of motivation with the fans. X, what's going on?
What's up?
We got Twitter Space tonight, bro.
7:30.
Talk about a few things tonight. Somebody wanted me to ask him how does he find motivation after unexpected beginning of the season? And yeah, I think the fans lose motivation. I don't know if the players lose motivation. You play in a combat sport. You better not lose motivation.
Yeah, nah.
You gotta get your head took on. You better stay motivated.
I think they motivated because, for one, they know it's ACC play. The season can still be salvaged. If they could win out in the ACC,
right,
go to the ACC championship, they could have a good season. So yeah, like you just said, I think the fans are more disappointed, worried about, winning every game, which is, most fans predicted us to go 10-2, 9-3.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I don't know what the fuss all about. Yeah, we lost to Middle Tennessee State. That wasn't the game we were supposed to lose. It's over it. I'm kind of tired of talking about it. That game, no matter how much you talk about it, the game is over. It's done. We got North Carolina this week. The players, just talking to Cam. Just listening to Cam and listening to Elijah Roberts. All the players seem to take accountability for losing. Like everybody throwing the coaches under the bus, but the players are the ones saying, hey, if we execute on the field, we don't lose these games. You know what I'm saying? And that's the point where in the previous years, players wasn't taking accountability for not executing. You know what I'm saying? So now the players are saying, yeah, the coaches are doing their job. We got to do our job. If we don't do our job, then the coaches look bad. So they basically saying we got to execute. That's how we gonna win the games. If we do what we do on the field, everybody will be high-fiving, praising the coaches. You know what I'm saying? So,
right. We talked about yesterday. Well, another thing, man, I didn't mention. We talked about Josh. We talked to Josh Gaddis the other day. What I did mention, with Josh Gaddis, he had a security guard with him, dog.
Well, he got to have a security guard with him. He in Miami. He lost to Texas A&M, Middle Tennessee State. He better have a security guard with him.
But that was the first time I've ever seen that. Luke said in 17 years he's never saw anybody with a security guard with him. I've never saw anybody with a security guard with him.
Yeah. Nah, I don't think I ever seen a college coach outside of at the physical game that they're coaching. The head coach has a security guard,
but it's funny you say that. You say he lost, right? If Mario Cristobal stepped on that field in that high school game, he doesn't need a security guard.
No, Mario's from down here. We're going to embrace Mario a lot more than Gaddis,
If Coach Steele step on that field, he don't need a security guard.
No.
So what happened?
Okay, but remember the game we was at last year, and Manny Diaz was standing on the sideline, and everybody was looking like they were trying to figure out who the hell was Manny Diaz.
But he didn't need a security guard.
He did, but people didn't know who he was until you had to say, "Oh, that's you on coach."
He lost to FIU. He still never felt unsafe.
Yeah,
he never.
You're right. Yeah, but again, like Josh Gaddis is in the heat of the moment right now, man.
Shit, Manny couldn't have been in a bigger heat. Manny was about to get fired. The seat don't get hotter than that.
Yeah, that's right.
No, Manny didn't have security. Manny had a bunch of coaches with him, though. He wasn't by himself. Josh Gaddis
he wasn't by himself. He wasn't by himself, man. He had some coaches. But the funny thing, because when I walked by him, and then one of the players, they were like, "Man, I'm trying to figure out who that coach is right there." And I was like, "Dang, they don't know who Manny Diaz is. That's kind of all right." And I think it was a Central game, wasn't it? It was a Central game. It was a game where
I think it was Central Northwestern.
Yeah, it's a game where the player's supposed to know who he is, but yeah, but I'm just happy. I'm just happy to hear the players take accountability for what's going on. You know what I'm saying? Because even if the coaches mess up or the players mess up, everybody got to get on one accord. They can't just keep blaming each other and then going out there keep blaming each other. It's going to be the same thing over and over. So the players saying, okay, well, coach, we got y'all back. We got to execute. If we don't do what we're supposed to do, you know what I'm saying, it's not going to work. Y'all going to look bad. Obviously, y'all going to get y'all gonna get thrown under the bus. You know what I'm saying? The players ain't gonna get thrown under the bus. The coach is gonna get thrown under the bus more. So, but the players saying, man, we got y'all back, man. We gonna go out here. They saying they fix things within these 2 weeks. Good news that Paris, Stevenson, Porter, who else he said? Night End will be playing this week. Zion is a game time decision. I still don't think Zion probably going to play this week. They probably hold him out again, maybe. But
So
you know,
you say Paris, Stevenson, Porter.
Paris, Stevenson, Porter, and Knight ain't playing. They playing this week. They was full go all week. So
Good shit. Oh man, my phone went dead.
We just ain't getting no word.
Give me a recruiting update. Let me go grab this charger.
Okay.
So he said Mario Cristobal said that. He said because I had got in there late. We both got in there late. Paris,
Mario.
Stevenson. Man, I thought Stevenson was really hurt. Stevenson good?
Yeah, he good to go. I think the thing with Stevenson is, he just gets hurt every game, but then he's back ready the next game. He's one of those type players. What remember the guy we had, the receiver we had a couple years ago? Coley. Remember Coley would get hurt every game, but then next game he's back on the field like nothing happened. He was like, oh, dang, he gets hurt every game though. But
damn, so everybody good.
Besides Arroyo, he didn't mention Arroyo. We figured we would get some news about Arroyo. I mean, we obviously know he's not playing, but it's no extent. Nah, he didn't mention him at all.
Okay.
So there's no extent to how long he's going to be out. You know, the rumors. I mean, the rumors are he's probably out for the season. But Mario didn't say anything about it.
He didn't say anything about him, right? Yeah, give him a recruiting update. Let me go grab his charger.
All right. Recruiting the kid Malachi Coleman. UM ended up counseling on him. I'm not sure exactly what went on. I'm hearing his grade issues with him, and if that's true, I'm still scratching my head because I'm like I've known we had some kids with some grade issues before that we got in, so I don't know. His grades got to be real bad. Like I'm talking about bad, because have put some kids in college with grade issues before. But the kid is a freak. He's 6'5", 205, runs a 10-4 in the 100-yard. He plays wide receiver. He plays a little bit of defensive end for his team. That's a freak. He's a freak. Like if you watch his film, he looks the par. I don't know much about him. That was my first time hearing about him. You know what I'm saying? I'm asking around. I talked to a coach from another college and asked him if he knows about the kid. He said, yeah, the kid is good. I think they full at receiver, so he said they not looking at him as a receiver, nothing like that. So I don't know the full extent to him. If it's grade issues, I'm pretty sure you don't get him in. Like I say, man, if you go back a few years ago, man, we helped get what's Dante Mullins in. I don't think anybody had a worse situation than him with grades. So I don't know. But hey, man, you gotta trust the staff. If the staff goes after kids, you gotta trust them. Mario is a ace recruiter. We got some good recruiters on the staff, stuff like that. So I'm hearing good things. Damari Brown, most likely, I think he's gonna wait till probably like November time to commit. That's the cornerback from American Heritage. He's probably gonna end up waiting till around like November to commit. Who else? I know y'all keep asking me about Ruben Bain. Ruben Bain, he's wearing his options. He's having fun, taking his trips. He just left from Auburn. He did enjoy his Auburn trip. I still think it's, if it's a battle between anybody, it's a Miami-Bama battle. But, UM definitely gonna get that at the end of the day. Who else? Pancake Honcho, he's most likely going to end up committing maybe later this month, sometime later this month or early November. So stay tuned for that one. and you can see
that kid Malachi that was
Malachi
coming to the
Comey,
game, right? And said they canceled my visit.
Yeah.
Right. If you had to guess, right, why do you think they canceled the visit?
From what I'm hearing, they saying it's a grade issue. Like you just don't think they could get him in. But like I said,
my Instagram, right? I checked the Instagram, right, and somebody had sent me a message, and somebody had actually found the same message somewhere else, but a guy from Nebraska actually sent me a long message about the kid. Long message. long message though about the kid. But go ahead, finish dog. Go ahead.
I mean, that was probably basically it. Just those few names. Everybody keep asking me about. How is citizen rehab going? I mean, it's going good. The staff they gonna have. He'll be ready for next season. I think that he'll be ready for next season. They most likely keep him out throughout spring and just get ready for fall. You thought they raised the GPA? I don't know. I mean, the average and then UM is a private school, so like the GPA doesn't it doesn't pertain to the same as going to a public university. You know what I'm saying? Private universities have their own statutes to get inside the school. Is Justin Floyd in the portal yet, or is he coming to speak? I don't know. He's not in the portal yet. I doubt he does leave Oregon, if that. So, yeah, you turning the heat up on Stanquan Clark, Miami Central linebacker. They turning the heat up on him. Who else? Is Ivy repping with the scout team? Yeah, Don. Yeah, Ole Miss counseled on him. So again, it might be something more than just grades. You got to be something more than just grades, because for schools to counsel on you, for schools to counsel a kid visit, it has to be more than just grades. You know what I'm saying? Because they can work around with grades, especially public university. I mean, both public and private university. They could work around the grades issue, so it has to be something way more worse than grades with that kid. I don't know. So.
You see that question?
Yeah. I just was laughing at that.
These dudes ain't right, man. So set up now, only the members can come. And so if you watching and you're not a member, only the members can come in. We got member comments on.
Yeah, the Jackson, the Antonio Jackson, Action Jackson news, we had that like months ago. And I'm talking about months, like maybe right after we interviewed him, like we kind of knew he was going to reclassify.
That's something we talked about also with the members in the group too. What you think about that though, X? What you think about that?
I think it's good. It's good because the kid wants to come in and compete. He wants to, help out, stuff like that. Yeah, and I think the way the DB room at and looking as far as the recruiting goes, you got the top priority with Kamadi McLean right there. He's number one. If you don't land Kamadi, then you're looking like, okay, well, most of the top corners in the nation are already committed to schools. You know what I'm saying? So unless you're just gonna go and flip some kids, it's good that Antonio Jackson is going to reclassify to come in, because now he could join the Robert Stanford kid, And then you have Damari Brown. That's 3 corners, and then you can still probably pull off another corner that you want. Not to mention you can still get a kid out the portal. You know what I'm saying? So it's a good idea. It's a good idea. Will we get Harbor on the man? That's the $1 million question. I don't know, man. It looks like everybody else is doing what they're supposed to do to get Harbor on campus. We just can't get them on campus. And from what I was told last week about, well, not last week, this weekend, that he definitely enjoyed his Michigan visit. So
Harbor?
yeah, he enjoyed his Michigan visit big time. So again, I think if UM was to get him on campus, I think they could lock it in. But this thing is getting him on campus. I just don't know what's good with that one.
You said, is he a young kid that's smart or older kid that's been held back before?
He
jumped, how many classes he jumped?
Pertaining who? You talking about Antonio Jackson?
He jumped 2. He supposed to be 2020 what?
He supposed to be 24.
Okay, and so he jumped 1.
Yeah, he just jumped 1. Maybe he's getting back into the class he's supposed to be in.
To be honest with you, when I went and sat down with True Prep, right, with Mario from True Prep, and he explained to me how the curriculum really works in school, right? The way we traditionally see it, take 7 periods, go to the next, take 6 periods, go to the next grade, is not how. The way he explained it to me is that you can basically take your core classes, right, at any point in time. If you can get through them, you can get through them in any grade, and you can basically excel through the process.
Yeah.
But we never ever deal with school like that because school. Somebody up, boy, y'all all right over there, boy? School is just used as like a daycare so you can go to work. So we never look into the process like that to see how. But the way he explained it to me is that you could literally take your core classes and get out of school whenever you want to if you're smart enough to get the curriculum, take the classes, and get out. That's how I understood it when he broke it down to me.
Yeah. Especially with online classes, it's a lot easier. You can take your scheduled core classes, and then once school is out, you can get online and take more core classes if you want to. And that's what a lot of students are doing. They're doing that to try to hurry up and get out of school.
You've been talking about that Gaddis breaking in your house. You've been talking trash about Gaddis, dog.
Nah, man. I remember I was the one who was taking up for Gaddis. I kept taking up for Gaddis. And I was just saying Gaddis, like, I don't think nothing wrong with his scheme. I think the players got to execute.
Yeah,
and if they execute, then it'll be.
I don't think it's gonna end well for him though. It's not. Either way, it's not. Like either way, it's not going. I don't think it's gonna end well. Unless Jake come to say today, I'm not sure if they didn't see whatever they didn't see 6 months ago with TBD. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know if it gets fixed. You think it get fixed in 2 weeks?
I think it can get fixed.
Okay. I hope so.
I hope so. Like I said, I don't think it was anything wrong. I just think him, TBD, and Parks has to be on one accord. Like all 3 of those guys have to be on one accord. You can't have the offensive coordinator wanting certain things, then the quarterback coach telling the quarterback another thing, and then the quarterback like, well, let me just go out here because I'm confused. You know what I'm saying? So if they all on one accord, then at least you know, okay, that this is what we're going to do. If you can't do that, then we're going to go put somebody else in the game.
Right.
Best player on the field, St. Thomas Rock, Chance Rock. Yeah, Chance is good, man. Chance is good. And I was just speaking with Chance's uncle the other day, too. He say Chance really wanted to go. He wanted to be at the Chaminade. He wanted to be on Chaminade team, but he was like, man, they got too many receivers. Like, man, let me go over here at the same time. I mean, like, it ain't. They kind of even to me. I wouldn't mind going to St. Thomas. Oh, that's right. St. Thomas and Dillard play this week, right? Oh
Yeah.
man.
Uh-huh.
St. Thomas and Dillard, then the Western Central, Columbus and Homestead.
You knew as soon as you put up that tweet, they was gonna say,
Yeah.
You worried about the Western Central, you better be worried about North Carolina. Hey, Cam, man, you heard your mama got a car accident. You worried about your mama being in a car accident, you better worry about North Carolina. They got like them kids like supposed to revolve around.
Who is the wide receiver from West Palm Beach? West Palm Beach. That's West Palm Beach, I guess.
Tim Haggerty in here, he know. Who are you talking about?
West Palm Beach wide receiver. I gotta look that up.
Tim? Michael Mays.
Oh, Michael Mays.
Miami likes Michael Mays, fool.
They like him. He's a big receiver. They like him.
That name came up. That name came up in the conversation.
Yeah, no, they like him. He's a I mean, if I had to choose between him and Malachi, I'd take Malachi. But again, I don't know what's Malachi. Malachi, it's got to be something real serious going on with Malachi.
Yeah, because but what was weird with me about the Malachi thing is that you don't usually. Yeah, kids don't usually come out and be like, "Hey, they canceled on me." That was kind of weird to me.
Well, I've seen it before, and I guess he wanted to clarify because he was saying it like, I guess the way they put the news out was saying, okay, he canceled it, but then he wanted to say, well, nah, I didn't cancel it. Like they canceled on me, so to clear it up, like. He really did. He really was showing interest in UM. Like he really wanted to come down for the visit.
Well, read all of that I just put in our private group meeting. and if any of that is true, then if any of that got to Miami, you know what I'm saying? I can see where the cancellation could have came from. Group. I mean, that showed up in the group meeting. Somebody actually sent me the actual message on Instagram.
Yeah, I think when I had posted that he was coming, somebody, a Nebraska fan, instantly jumped in the thing and said, "Oh, y'all not gonna like him." And I was like, "Well, why would we like him?"
The thing starts off. First off, the kid has no grades, very selfish, cocky. And I was like, "Damn, fool! Like, what he did? He date your daughter or something?" Like some of that stuff is like, I mean, yeah.
It sounds like it kind of sounds like something personal, but I mean,
right.
But again, like I said, when I talked to my homeboy who coached, and I asked him about him, he say, yeah, he say, man, they had the kid on the board, but their receiver room is full. And then I said, so what do you think? Like, you think he could fit down here in Miami? He said he don't know. He don't think he will fit down with the culture because he's not a kid in the fast city like Miami. So I was like, oh, well, maybe that's something. Why? But he don't really know. He just don't know something.
Right.
But it's cool, hey man. If the staffs figured that something wrong, it's something wrong. So moving along.
You say the staff figured, yeah, because I haven't ever seen it go down like that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I can't honestly say I've never saw it go down like that.
Yeah, then if he don't have grades like that, I guess the staff like, man, we not finna go to war for somebody who don't have grades and then we just can't trust. You know what I'm saying? This staff wants to trust you. If they can't trust you, they don't want nothing to do with you. So, like the previous staff, they probably would have took a chance, you know what I'm saying? Without just, hey man, we'll take a chance. If he burn us, he burn us. But this staff is, they can't trust you, you're not coming. They don't want no parts of you.
What you say? If he burners, he burners.
Yeah.
No, I think this staff is up for recruiting a higher level kid. I guess that's the best way I can say it.
Yeah. And then with the Alonzo has some factor. Like he's a character guy. You know what I'm saying? So he's looking at the fact that, man, he wanted to recruit kids who can go to the next level, which is the NFL. You know what I'm saying? So if you don't have that character where you can probably do that, you're probably not coming to you. X, we looking at any more O-linemen besides Pancake? Just Pancake most likely. Because we got Francis, we got Tripp, we got Frankie, we got Lou and Pancake. That'll be 5. We was only going to take 5, and then I think we're gonna hit the portal for like another offensive tackle. So that's the thing. Like when y'all start thinking about the recruiting factor, don't leave out the portal. The portal is going to be big this year for a lot of schools. Because you have a lot of players who are really unhappy in their current situations, and you got players leaving early or transferring. Then you have some players transferring in. So just take into account that the portal is going to be big for a lot of schools.
Truck out Doodle with the 199 say, don't say Jake. What about them trash wide receivers? Don't say Jake found them. What about them trash wide receivers? Don't say Jake found them. What you trying to say? What you saying, Trucker?
I don't know.
Shout out for Armoire becoming a member. Maybe I can't read. You know what I'm saying? Clicking on phonics or something. What you trying to say, Trucker?
What about them trash wide receivers? Don't say Jake found them. Oh, okay. I guess he's saying when Jake got in the game that the receivers didn't do any better. That's what you're trying to say?
Oh no, I'm not sure.
X, do we got enough depth to bench the right side of the line? Absolutely not.
Nah.
No way. No way. That's why it's important that Zion comes back, because once he comes back, you can either put him on the left or the right side. The right side getting beat up. I don't want to call no names out, but yeah, the right side getting beat up kind of. I ain't gonna say they're getting beat up bad, but they just not producing like the left side.
He said they need to put him at right tackle. What about Sagalor?
Yeah, they need to get him in some. But I think like he's working in at the center and then the right guard position. So I mean, granted, the offensive line isn't as bad as it was the previous years. It's actually the most improved group on the whole team. I just think Middle Tennessee State they just beat us. They just punched us in the mouth. The offensive line punched Texas A&M in the mouth the whole game. So,
right. So yeah, the team got to be somewhere in the middle. Like you got to.
Yeah, it's not like it's bad. It's just the whole team went and got beat up last week against that team. So, the way the offensive line, the D line played against Texas A&M, you would think we shouldn't have no worries. You know what I'm saying? So. But we'll see how it goes. Yes, yeah, the number 70, that's the guy everybody keep mentioning. But, we're not going to badmouth the kid. Hey, he out there doing his best. Number 70.
Number 70. I don't know, bro. Let me see. Zion Campbell talk escape. We're trash wide receiver. This is part of the problem. We're quick to call kids trash. We call kids trash when things aren't going well. Damn, the fact that we all have new system coaches. Yeah, I mean it takes time. But one thing I learned insane is that fandom is gonna be fandom. If Josh Gaddis is at a high school game at 4 o'clock with security, then that means it's some lunatic shit going on. You know what I'm saying? That means some craziness out here that either he has experienced somewhere, maybe it's something he does all the time. Yeah, though. I mean that just means that it all goes back to rooting for your team. People treat it like it's their child, being emotionally out of control. The way you see situations, you pick and choose who you want to be the fall guy. You pick and choose. You know what I'm saying? All of that. Nothing is getting okay. Nothing is coming out of University of Miami program that ain't okay by Mario.
Yeah.
Period. So if Mario is the representation of what y'all think will bring the U back, then at the end of the day, you could blame anything you want to blame on him. At any time. At any time. That man has full control over that program. So if you want to blame steal, if you want to blame a die, if you want to blame punts, it can always go back to Mario, because one thing I know for a fact is that Mario has control over what's going on in there, because that's how he rules it with an iron fist.
Yeah. What's going on with Jamari Ford? Jamari Ford gonna be like a signing day. It'll be a signing day thing with him. Staff likes him. They want him. Obviously, they just don't want to entirely say, well, we're gonna take your commitment just yet, because for one, it's not going to be at a running back or a wide receiver spot. It's basically going to be a specialist. You know what I'm saying? Right. So it's like you don't have to rush a commitment for that at all. You know what I'm saying? You say, hey man, sign the day. We'll send you that letter of intent, and then you commit and sign on signing day. It's not a rush. He wants to be in Miami, so he'll wait. He'll wait.
You think he'll wait? I don't think he has the luxury to wait.
Nah, he'll wait. Jamari will wait.
I think the question with Jamari is, how fast is he? We know he's shifty, right? So how fast is he top end speed? Like once he gets in the open field, right?
Can he break away from everybody?
Yeah. Because being that size, you're gonna have to be blazing fast.
I don't think he's that. I mean, I don't think he's that type of fast. I just think he's shifty. He can make people miss. We've seen that. So I think on special teams, you just gotta take that, like a punt return. You don't necessarily need to be fast. You can just make people miss. Once you make people miss, you got an extra 5 yards, or if they punt it down at the 20, you catch it, you make the first 3 tackles miss, you can get up to the 50-yard line. Now your team got excellent field position, stuff like that.
Right. Right. The ironic thing about that is, when he got hurt, he was doing what he usually do, stopping and starting in traffic, and somebody came from behind him, and the boy from Chaminade laid a nice hit on him from behind.
Yeah. I like the kid. I mean, I love the kid. I love how he, that tells you about South Florida football. He's small. He's probably one of the smallest people on the field, but he probably got the biggest heart on the field also. He thinks he plays like he thinks he's 6'1", 200 pounds. You know what I'm saying? He's nothing near that, but that's just how he is, South Florida kid. So. That's the kid that the staff really high on, the Arnaz Cooper kid, man.
Hey.
They loving him. Like, you can see at the ending of the year, I could see him getting a whole lot of PT, especially if things don't go right with the team. As far as the win and loss, I think I see him getting a whole lot of PT, getting ready for next year. Now, we didn't forget about Toe Truck. I think Toe Truck's still trying to get back into real game shape, because remember he hurt. I think it was his Achilles, right, or something like that.
Yeah, I saw him yesterday. What's the name is hurt now too, bro. Big Baby hurt.
Oh man. Whoa.
Yeah, but I think he just got back up. He got like meniscus or something like that. Something.
Oh yeah,
small.
Hopefully that's not serious because he had to sit
No,
out
it
for a
wasn't
while.
serious. He said he was about to get back on the field.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody was asking the other day about the strength and condition. I'm saying like I can't blame them. You know what I'm saying? Because this team was not working as hard as they did. You know what I'm saying? So the first year strength and conditioning program, man, if this happened constantly year in and year out, then you can blame the staff. But for the first year, the team, the players, they got to get used to working as hard as they're going to be working. Yes, Zion got a year of eligibility left. He could come back next year, which would be good. That'd be great if he could come back next year, boy. I mean, if he's not playing, he's not going first round. You know what I'm saying? So I think, Mari, the coaching staff will talk to him. Alonzo will speak with him and tell him, exactly what he think the grade, the draft grades will be and stuff like that. By having Alonzo Highsmith on there, I think a lot of players who leave early won't be leaving early.
Like, what do you mean?
Like, if Alonzo Highsmith was here when Trajan Banda left, he would have told him, like, hey, no, don't leave. Come back. If Alonzo Highsmith was here when Rambo got here, when Rambo said he's going to leave, he would have told Rambo, no, come back. You know what I'm saying? Because he was an NFL GM where he was doing the talent evaluation. So he'll tell him, like, hey, your grade is not going to be that high. NFL scouts aren't saying you're a first, second, third round draft pick. After you go from third round, fourth round, you're not guaranteed to get a spot on the team. You know what I'm saying? So come back, get better, and go from there.
You think they listen?
Well, they better.
Yeah, I think that's part of the problem is who they listen to at that point. Because at that point, some of these decisions that have been made, it's like, what?
Yeah, and then come on, agent come talk to you, man. The agents, they slick talkers, man. They gonna tell you about all the money you can make. Now you ain't listening to anything. You like, boy, they told me I could make $5 million or whatever. You're not listening to somebody saying, "Oh, come back to school, go back for another year."
I'm trying to understand after 300 years of football and draft and NFL draft, how are we still getting bad information and running with it?
Hey man, all you people only see what they can see, man.
How?
Agent coming there and say, "Hey man, look, I got a Rolex for you. Here go, man. Here, you need a car for the man. Here go use my my Bentley or whatever, stuff like that." So,
NIL will keep some guys in school because they don't know. No, and you could tell. You know what? You know who pointed that out to me? My guy Dub, who being here from Africa. He said because he's looking from Africa. So when you gotta look from that far, you pay a closer attention. You know what I'm saying? And he said, listen, you could tell that the guys aren't on edge anymore. They're not pressing the situation. They're not pressing. You tell that the NIL has kind of calmed them down. They're making a little money. They're a little more comfortable. You know what I'm saying? Mama light bill might be paid. And they're a little more comfortable. And Gilbert Frierson told me himself he wasn't in a rush. He's like, man, I'm not really in a rush to give a shot at the NFL. Like, I got friends in the NFL. They tell me what it is. You know what I'm saying? He kind of like, yeah. Speaking of Gilbert Frierson, bro, like, you know why he's not on the field?
I don't know. That's one of the players who I feel like should be on the field because he can make plays, man. He's one of those. He give you a spark on defense. He could do that.
We've seen him do it this year. He did it this year.
I think he should be on the field a lot more than if you have Blaze on the field. Not taking anything from Blaze, but I would rather have 3 than 7 on the field.
Maybe it's one of those doghouse suspensions.
I don't know, man.
Because they really don't make sense. When they were losing in Southern Miss, when they were losing in Middle Tennessee, he was the one gathering them on the sideline, trying to get them fired up. He's a leader of the team. He's one of the leaders on the team.
He's that type of guy. He's that type of guy, man. You want to be around him because he just brings that type of energy. I don't know, man. It's something. It's something. I don't know. I had to ask around, but probably nobody else gonna know either because they keeping things so tight.
Well, he talked about it. Still talked about it. Still said they're trying to get him. They're working out things to get him in there now. I'm not sure how he got out of there. Who's playing in his position?
I think the thing with him is like they saying he's a linebacker. So at what point do you say, okay, I got to take one of the linebackers off the field and put him in on the field? And then when you go to a specific team that runs the ball, he's not a traditional linebacker that's going to go and take on blocks. He could be a liability there. So I think that's probably one of the issues. Then they saying, well, we don't know if we want to put him at the star or the money or safety because, he done gained a whole lot of weight now.
Right.
We don't know if Gil gonna be able to run with one of those quick, fast guys anymore.
Right.
So maybe that's one of the issues, but he still needs to be on the field because he can just make plays.
He said, shout out to do it with the 199. Maybe they have to adjust to the new system. I think a lot of this is adjusting to the new system. I actually asked him. I was like, was Lashley offense a lot more? Was Lashley offense a lot simpler? I asked, and he was like, "Nah, it wasn't necessarily simpler. They didn't run the ball, so every pass was attached to a run. Every run was attached to a pass. So TVD had the option to pass the ball, and they didn't run the ball, which in return, when it was time to run, we couldn't run the ball. You know what I'm saying? Last year,
we couldn't run the ball for nothing.
Right. So yeah, he said it wasn't as simple. He said they didn't really run the ball. Like he passed the ball a lot, and every run was attached to a pass.
Yeah, the way TVD explained, he was saying that he has full go where he can audible and check at the line of scrimmage. So a lot of those played, even with last year, a lot of those were on TVD where he said, okay, well, this is normally the quarterback, the coach, the offensive coordinator give the player 3 plays. So when you go to the line of scrimmage, you could have a check with me if it's supposed to be an RPO where you give it to the running back or you pull it and throw a screen, or he calls a different play where they go deep, stuff like that. A lot of those TVD did it, and that's why I was trying to understand when people were like, well, TVD can't read the defense. I was like, huh? Because he was doing it last year. Well, he'll read the defense and then he'll call a different play. He was doing that basically every time he was in the game. So
I don't know if that's necessarily reading the defense or reading a thing. Like if somebody say, hey, listen, if the end comes up, then you do blah, blah, blah.
But it's reading the defense. It's reading the defense because if they're sitting in the cover 3 and the end is containing, he's going to contain the outside, and that's when he's giving the ball to the running back on the inside. But if that end is coming and he's attacking, he pulls it, and then that's when he throws a quick pass or he throws a deep pass. That's reading the defense. See, when people think about reading the defense, people think about Peyton Manning going to the line of scrimmage and doing all this.
And reading the defense.
Yeah. Come on.
Not situational reading the defense, actually going to the line of scrimmage and identifying what's in front of you.
Quarterbacks do that. But how many quarterbacks can do exactly what Peyton Manning do? Like, I don't think it's many.
Lashley was asked. This is the crazy part, that how the memory works, right? Lashley was asked for 1.5 seasons. It's almost like we can't remember, was Lashley good here or was he bad here?
I think, okay, so the one season that Lashley had King, we were just blessed to have King. You know what I'm saying? He was blessed to have King.
But King was holding Lashley back.
And King was holding Lashley back. So it's like, what do you go off of that? So last year when TVD's first couple of games, we were saying, oh man, it's not working. And then once Lashley allowed TVD to just go out there and play, things start working. We're like, oh boy, Lashley on fire now. You know, like we forget about the first couple of games that Lashley was bad.
Right.
So again, now fast forward 2022, first 4 games, Gaddis bad. Everybody forget this man just won the Browse Award. Maybe he got 8 more games. What happens if these 8 games, the offense catch on fire? Like
somebody said, SMU got a top number 9 in the country in offense.
Yeah, but SMU, they got players that say they sitting out the game tonight.
Yeah. And did you see? Wow. Yeah, they say you got players that they say they sitting out to get into the transfer portal. Which when I read the article, it just said that basically there's players that don't agree with what's going on and they're going to sit out to get in the transfer portal. No different than Avante last week not agreeing with what was going on here. You know what I'm saying? But those guys went to the extent of saying, nah, we just not going to play and get in the transfer portal. And then Darren Ravel took it amongst himself. You guys are funny, dog. You saw what Darren Ravel said?
Oh yeah. I seen. He just has it out for Miami. Well, it don't matter what Miami does. He got something bad to say about Miami.
It don't matter, dog. This man be tripping, man.
Like out the blue, why would Miami name even jump in there? Like,
right?
That was crazy, but
right now this I'm trying to find it.
And then again, if the offense, like and Mario explained it, Coach Gaddis explained it, the offense has a certain rhythm to it. Well, if it's working, it's working. Everybody's going to be happy. The offense just hasn't been able to get in that certain rhythm. I think I sent you earlier the thing about Henry Parrish. Henry Parrish, like what, the 4th running back in the Power 5? I mean, for the PFF, he got like 89 points. Hold on, let me see. Yeah, the highest graded running back this season, he's 3rd, actually. 89.2 behind Ohio State running back and Michigan running back.
Yeah.
So that's a positive because our running game was kind of obsolete last year. We ain't had no running game.
I haven't heard anybody. I haven't heard anybody one time say, "Damn, Josh Gaddis running the ball well." I ain't heard nobody say that.
Nobody said they want to throw. They don't care. Remember, I say, what if Josh Gaddis comes in and then we have 2 running backs with 1,000 yards? Are y'all going to be happy? People don't want to see running. They want to see throwing. They want to throw the ball.
They want to see touchdowns. I get it. Which touchdowns should lead to winning. I get it. I understand.
Yeah.
So here's what Darren Ravel had to say. Sources say multiple SMU players plan to sit out the rest of the season in the transfer portal. First came players sitting out bowl games to ensure they didn't get hurt and lower their draft potential. Here's what is next in the NIL era. Players starting to sit out to be healthy for the transfer portal. Expect this to happen at Miami, Houston, and Michigan. How did he pick those schools?
He picked them because of the season they having.
Miami 2-2?
Yeah.
Fuck?
Yeah, I think he picked them because of the school, because of the season that the schools are having. Well, he picked Miami because he just don't like Miami. But the other schools he picked because of the season.
Miami, Houston, and Michigan. You know what's
why would he put Michigan in? Because Michigan is undefeated. I don't know. I don't know why would Michigan be there,
Because
but
they big on NIL. Like, I don't know. You know what's alarming to me about this? First came players sitting out of bowl games to ensure they didn't get hurt and lower their draft potential. Here's what is next. NIL. Players starting to sit out the healthy. Why people get so up in arms? Why people get so up in arms when kids decide to do something different? Everything in life changes, right?
But they don't want the kids to make the decision for themselves. They want them to make the decision for the team.
Nothing stays the same, bro. Nothing stays the same in life, though. Nothing. But they talk about those kids as if we keep giving them rights, keep giving them back their rights. Who gives them the right to sit out and yeah, bro? Listen, nothing stays the same.
It's almost like when they say, "Oh, we're gonna start paying the college players." Then you got a bunch of people saying, "Oh, they don't deserve to get paid. They go to school for free." What? They do what? Like they go to school for what?
Nothing stays the same. It's almost as if it's like, "Hey, dare you to change anything with the kids? Do what we tell them to do." like damn.
Oh yeah, it does. It say Michigan State, not Michigan. That's why I was saying that. It can't say Michigan. They undefeated Michigan State.
It say Michigan State. Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
damn sure do. I read that 80 times before I even pulled it out. I read that yesterday and read Michigan. We are fried. You're right, Gallagher. But still, why? Why Michigan State?
Well, because they having a bad season. Again, Michigan State, UM, and Houston are having a bad season. All three were thought to have good seasons this year, but it's still, I don't know why he would pick those three. Like, that's kind of crazy for players to leave. It's crazy.
So, Michigan State lost to Washington, lost to Minnesota, and lost to Maryland. What do you think? Let's talk about this. What do you think happened at Michigan State?
Okay, I'm gonna explain exactly what happened. And it's something I told you when the portal got there, and you were like, well, a lot of schools are going to start getting most of their players from the portal. Now, what happens is when you get those players from the portal and they leave, where do you go from there? Because you kind of missed out on the whole recruiting class to bring in players and develop. So now you got a bunch of players that's not developed, and then you got a bunch of freshmen that's trying to come in and learn fast. So it's not going to work like that unless you're just getting that elite top talent. So
well, the conversation I always take back to you is that every player you get out the portal isn't a senior. Like every player you get out the portal isn't about to leave.
Yeah, that's true.
Right. So it can't be that he took a bunch of players that was there for 1 year, right?
I think most of the players he took were coming in for that 1 year.
Well, that's just
so they had a huge turnover with talent. That's why he had a large recruiting class this previous year.
Like Lasson is here for 1 year?
No, Lasson could be here for 2 years.
Every kid that's in college football right now has extra years. So Parrish isn't here for 1 year, right?
No, Parrish is technically he's a redshirted sophomore.
Logan Sagapola, not. So you get what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
So so let's go a little deeper. So whatever he took in, let's assume that those kids have years left, right? So let's look a little deeper. Like he changed 40 players on that team last year. They actually won. How could it regress so fast like that?
It only regresses when half of those 40 players leave. You lose your running back.
He lost the running back, right?
Lost the running back. I think he lost like 2 of the receivers. He lost a lot of the O linemen and the D linemen. And that was his team.
Shout out to Sean Rounds, bro. I ain't seen you in the round, Sean. Listen, Sean, it's gonna be all right, though. Sean over there in Texas is worried about the Canes, man. It's gonna be all right, Sean. In time. Shout out to Sean Rounds with a $49.99, man. We totally appreciate you, bro. So yeah, we know we would have to look at his roster. We know he lost his running back. That guy went to the league, right?
Yeah.
But man, they getting thumped over there, boy.
Yeah, they getting thumped. I mean, you know how they say it's like, man, you trying to put a Band-Aid over a bullet hole. Hey, man, that ain't gonna stop the bleed. It'll slow it down, but it ain't gonna stop it. That's why it's important, man, for you to recruit the high school kids, because you still got to develop those guys. You know, just look at what Nick Saban did. Like, Nick Saban ain't getting 10, 15 players out the portal. He gonna go get his 3 or 4, but they gonna be the best 3 or 4 in the portal, and that's it. He's still gonna recruit top talent. You know what I'm saying? I don't think Georgia even touched the portal.
But they've been winning in recruiting. I mean, most of college, that's the 2% of college football. Most of college football is Miami, Florida State. Florida State took a bunch of kids out the portal, right?
Yeah.
They have to be kids from different classes. So I don't think maybe he lost key players. I don't know. Maybe he
lost key players. Right. Remember the linebacker who Manny was trying to get, but Manny was telling him, like, I want you to come in for more than a year, and the linebacker like, I'm only coming for a year.
Right.
It's things like that. Like, some of the players, even though they have multiple years, they saying, I'm only coming for this year and I'm gone. Like, I'm not coming to be here for three extra years. I'm coming for that year and I'm gone.
And I think he's still at Tennessee though.
Yeah, because he wasn't like that.
Yeah, I think he's still at Tennessee. Let me see.
But yeah, that's just, I mean, you got to recruit. You got to recruit the high school kids, man. You got to get those kids in, develop those guys. Even if you do get the portal guys in, you still got to get high school kids in and develop them.
What was that kid name? Jawan Mitchell, right?
I forget his name. Was that his name? Jawan Mitchell?
Yeah, remember I interviewed him, remember?
Yeah.
Yeah, got 4 tackles this year.
Yeah, he's not like that. That's why I was like, I didn't care that we didn't get him.
I don't know if we could do that, though. Like, what's going on at Tennessee? Did they change coaching staff? Like, what is going on there? Is something changing?
That's the same coaching staff they had last year.
Same staff?
Okay, so what's going on at Tennessee is what Coach Doug, he was saying basically about getting Lane Kiffin instead of Coach Mario. I think Coach Hayes was saying it too. You know, you got an offensive coordinator you got an offensive-minded head coach who he's offensive-minded, so the offense is going to be good. You know, with Mario, we got an offensive line coach and a coach who could build the team. You know what I'm saying? So the identity of the team, you don't know because he's not an offensive-minded coach. You know, the identity of the team is they're going to be tough, they're going to play hard, stuff like that. But you don't know if they're going to go out there and score 50 points a game because you don't have an offensive-minded coach. But with Tennessee coach, he's an offensive-minded coach. He wants to go out there and score 50 points a game.
Tennessee?
Yeah, so you got to if you can't score 50 points a game, you're going to lose. You can't beat us because we're going to go out there and score 50 points a game. It's the same with what's the guy who just went to USC, left Oklahoma.
Who?
What's the coach name who just went to USC, who just left Oklahoma? Coach. Dang, I forget his name. It's not Day because Day is at Ohio State. I know y'all know it in the comment. What's the USC coach name now? Who just left Oklahoma last year?
Oh, you talking about
Riley. Lincoln Riley. Yeah. Lincoln Riley is an offensive-minded coach, so he don't, he care about defense, but He like, man, if y'all can't score 45 points a game, y'all ain't gonna beat us. You know what I'm saying? So, but that's what you get with an offensive minded coach. You know what I'm saying? What Mario is doing is building a whole team. Like it's just not supposed to be offense or just defense. It's supposed to be a whole team.
Do you think Agoudier and Caleb having regrets on transferring UCLA 5-0?
Nah. No, they not. They don't have regrets.
You know the fan and X was gonna say, "No, it ain't
No.
way."
I mean, I'm gonna tell them why they not. Why they don't. For one, and it's not just them. When you hear a lot of former players talk about Chip Kelly, a lot of them just don't want to play for that guy.
Chip Kelly.
Yeah, a lot. It's a lot, and it's a lot that just say, man, they regret playing for the guy because he just it's something about that guy that just don't sit good with a lot of former players. I mean, they regret the fact that UCLA is 5-0? Maybe that, but a lot of them don't want to play for Chip Kelly.
With plays like we've witnessed in the last 2 possessions and then this one, he's
saw
only
this?
going to take a shot when you
Yeah.
Jake and says that he's the toughest player on the team. With plays like we've witnessed in the last,
it's about time that guy doing something, man. He done been there for 5-6 years.
He been there well.
Yeah. Man, I remember him because Mark Rickino was trying to recruit them.
Mark Rick's what?
Mark Rick was trying to recruit that guy with Dorian when he was in high school.
Yeah. Look at your boy.
Nesta.
I'm gonna tell y'all the truth, dog. Listen. When I saw this come across my screen, right? I couldn't see. I didn't pay attention to who squeezed the water. I saw that there was Caleb, and I saw somebody squeezing him with water, and I said to myself, it had to be Nesta. It had to be Nesta Severo, because he the only one with nuts like that, man. That man nuts about this size, man. He the only one, no homo. No, he's the one with the balls to do something like that on ESPN, bro.
I remember I was telling I tweeted out that this is gonna be a big recruiting weekend, man, and everybody was like, "Wow!" I'm like, "Man, listen, a lot of our current commits are going to be in town. A lot of future targets going to be in town, especially for the 24 class, man. And y'all fans doing all this talking instead of showing your actions, supporting the team, regardless of the outcome of the previous 2 weeks. Like, show up to the game, man. Don't give the recruits anything negative to think about. Show up to the game. Plain and simple. Show up to the game, man.
We talked about that last night, man. Like after seeing Texas A&M, man, I totally got a different view on fans and their responsibility. And I'm starting to believe that it's the fans' responsibility to come be that 12th man, dog. That stadium got Texas A&M fired up, but it also got our kids fired up. That being in that atmosphere.
Frida, you say this all the time when you was on the field for the Notre Dame game. Like, you was like, wow, what? Like, that alone should say, man, if we could do this mostly all the home games, just imagine a kid saying, man, why would I leave when the stadium is like that every home game? And the crazy thing is, no stadium in the nation is like the stadium that the Hurricanes play in. Nothing. Yeah. When that stadium get to rocking, there's no stadium like it. I don't care if it's 150,000 people in Ohio State or Tennessee or Texas A&M. It's nothing like what they do at the Hard Rock.
Let's talk about that for a second, because we all talked about it on the space last night, and I already know everything. I already know that when we were good, so let's get all that out the way. When we were great, the stadium wasn't always full. This Miami, we got a different bunch of stuff to do. All of that. Let's get all of that out the way, right? Let's get all of that out the way. Those people in those other places feel that they're part of the program and they're coming to help push the team to beat Middle Tennessee or beat North Carolina. They don't look at it like, what are you giving us to come watch a game? That's not how they see it. They see it like, we're coming here to help our boys get past Middle Tennessee if they're not having a perfect day today, to get past North Carolina. So I understand y'all saying it's not a hot ticket, or y'all saying, I understand y'all saying, hey, listen, man, if you don't win, they ain't coming. I know all of that. What I'm telling you is this. Stop asking Jeremiah Smith and all these 5-stars to commit to a program that your grown ass won't commit to. That's what I'm saying.
Exactly.
Because you want them kids to you want them to come make the program great, right? But you got season tickets and won't come to the goddamn game.
And won't come to the game.
And won't to the game. So let's be clear. My stance has changed. I know all the rigmarole we always said about the city of Miami. It was a fucking excuse. It's an excuse. It's an excuse because we're not supporting a team. The Hurricanes, the Dolphins. It's an excuse.
Yeah, big excuse.
You don't have the same passion about the team that the Texas A&M, the whatever cult following, whatever they got going on over there, or you don't have the same passion that they have unless the team is winning. Now, take a clip of this and you forward it, you screen record this and give it to somebody. It is an excuse, though. It is. Y'all don't have their back the same way in Georgia they got their back. That's the bottom line. I don't give a fuck what else is going on here. Ain't nowhere to put it.
Yeah.
There's nowhere else to put it.
Nowhere else. Like, again, man, you can put, like, if we do 50, if you do 50,000 per each game, you know what I'm saying? That's supporting the team. You know what I'm saying? That's showing them, man, yeah, we here. You know what I'm saying?
Man, the dude from Kansas Unfiltered broke it down, X. Those same cities that we talking about don't have as many people in their city that we have.
They don't.
He broke it down. It's like 1% of the people here. Y'all don't want to commit to the same program that y'all want to see Brandon Ennis commit to. Yeah, this might make a lot of people mad. It may rub a lot of people wrong. And y'all gonna talk shit. Y'all ain't talking shit. You got a Ninja Turtle in the back. I don't give a damn. Y'all ain't got the same passion that the Aggie 12th man have. Y'all don't. It's an excuse. We could do it now. We could do it. I don't know, X, if we got to create something that bring a bunch of people in one area, create something with traffic, with emails and stuff. I'm thinking about a way to try to do it. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know. I was thinking like I might want to go rent 2 big buses and go to the projects and just say, hey, everybody, come on, we're going to the game. I don't know if y'all want the kids. I don't know if y'all want everybody for the projects there, but hey, at least it'll be people in the stands.
Nah, bro. Nah. And listen, I know what y'all gonna say. I said all of that in the past. This is Miami. We got tussies. We could go to the beach. Okay, fine. Stop asking my little homies them 5 stars. Stop asking them to come put their life on the line to turn the program around. And y'all can't even come in there and make noise, but y'all want them to run around Green Tree. Yeah. Blood, sweat, and tears. You know what I'm saying?
It's almost like one of my homies, he's a Florida State fan. He told me, he said, man, yeah, it's like everything y'all got going on for UM, and this is just because his name is out there. He said everything y'all got going on UM is like y'all only relying on Ruiz, and I was like, well, that's not true. He said, well, but in the media eye, it looked like if Ruiz don't do anything, y'all don't get nothing. And then I thought about it. I said, yeah, in the media eye, that's what it looks like. You know what I'm saying? But at these other schools, they not throwing the billionaire name. They saying, hey, man, let's start patching up, man. Let's send this money to the collectives and get things rolling.
Right. Dog, listen, we met with Mario Cristobal. We went to talk to Miami to figure out how could Caneville, how could we help galvanize the community? You know what I'm saying? Link the University of Miami somehow to the community, whether it's local businesses getting together, making the collective somehow, and we figure out a way to touch the junior high schools or do something. You know what I'm saying? To connect them through media, creating videos and stuff, to connect the University of Miami to the community. You know what I'm saying? Because that's part of the problem, the marketing and the connection to the community and constantly being in people's face. But I know, dog, some of y'all got season tickets and don't go to the game. And I can't make you go to the game. I'm just saying you don't give a damn enough. That's what I'm saying. Because I saw 100,000 people sitting on bleachers. They don't even got assigned seats. Bro, listen, our stadium is... Some of y'all ain't been to the stadium twice this year. And the motherfucker state of the art. Y'all know they got robots riding around the stadium pouring Hennessy? No, I'm just joking. But still, you wouldn't know because you ain't been there. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, man, our stadium is good, man. You get your own seat. You don't got to sit on nobody's lap. They sell
benches. They had benches. There was no assigned seating.
Most college stadiums still have bleachers still there. Still got bleachers, benches, metal benches in there. So,
and we let them make fun of our stadium. We let them make fun of us not being able to fill our stadium.
Yeah. It's crazy, man. But yeah, y'all show up this week, man. It's gonna be a big week for recruits.
Now, hold on, I ain't finished. I ain't finished. I'm hurt, dog. No, I'm all right. Because I saw what passion looked like, dog, and I had to face the music, dog.
Well, you was there on the field for the Notre Dame game, so you know for a fact that it can be done.
Well, I know we all know it's capable because we all seen it. We see it in big games all the time. So we know it's capable. You know what I'm saying? Like their stadium looks nothing like our stadium. Nothing like our stadium, though.
Nothing. Even Pittsburgh plays at Pittsburgh Stadium, and that's an NFL stadium, but it looks nothing like the Dolphins.
This new video that we put out, dog. This new video we put out was purposely we showcased the stadium, dog. Purposely. Because we wanted y'all to see that. This stadium that y'all talk about, y'all can't even fill y'all stadium. It look like goddamn paradise. There's no other college team that I know that play anything that look like this. That I know of. I don't know. Is there another college team out there playing a stadium look like this, dog? That I know of, no. There's no other college team that play in a stadium that look like this, dog. At all.
Nah, it's no college stadium that plays. It's no college team plays in a stadium like this. Again, University of Miami plays in probably one of the only stadiums that they still serving alcohol during the third quarter. So y'all don't have to go to these bars. They got it right there. They got the outside. What's the little outside lower part called? I forget what they call it. They got the TVs out there. No, you could come out there.
X, listen, have you walked around this stadium in a while?
Yeah.
They have built a cooler. They have built a store, like a cooler, right? Or something. We didn't walk inside of it. We're going to show it. It's like a cooler outside. You pay $1 or something to go in, and I think you can go in there and buy alcohol.
Yeah, no, well, they had that last year.
Well, I'm not first time seeing it. But what I'm saying is that the stadium is off the chain.
It's a beautiful stadium. The only downfall I don't like about the stadium is the simple fact that they need to put more. Yeah, see, look at that.
We got a lot of these at the stadium. Yeah, we got a lot of that. We got a lot of that at the stadium.
Insane. Yeah, we gonna be in West Orange. I think 21. West Orange 21. Between 21 and 22. We'll be at West Orange 21, 22.
Unreal, dog. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
I agree, Don. Yeah, you want to have to do a better job reaching the community. They got to go out there and get them tickets to them schools, to them elementary schools.
Listen, man, we had a perfect plan. We were perfect plan. We would go to the junior high schools, have a concert, bring out who the favorite rapper. Bring out the favorite rapper. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know if it could come through the University of Miami because it looks like recruiting, maybe at junior high school level, and we shoot videos of it.
Now you can do that. You can do that at the junior high, elementary level. You can even do it at the high school level if you want to.
I don't think you can do that at the high school level. I checked that's recruiting at the high school level.
Oh, okay.
But at Rod Wave, bring out Rod Wave. That's exactly what I'm thinking of, bro.
Oh, man.
Give away some tickets. Get it all caught on video, bro. And just start from here to West Palm, because I know Tim Haggerty don't want us to leave our West Palm. From here to West Palm. From here to West Palm. You know what I'm saying? Just galvanize the city, dog. But at the same time, bro, I'm being real. I realize them people got more passion than we have for our team. They got their team back. If a crowd was there when our team played Middle Tennessee, we picked that team up and they get through that game. Think I'm lying. Tyreek Stevenson dropped that punt at Texas A&M, and that's all they needed to have some hope for the stands to get crazy and for the team to have some hope. That's all they needed. And the whole atmosphere in the stadium changed. We don't give our kids that. We don't. We don't. Some of y'all, we don't give our kids that. Some of y'all have tickets and don't come to the game. And no, Miami didn't pay me to say this stuff. I'm just saying, I'm just calling y'all out as fans because that's something y'all can control. I realized, we suck as a fan base when it comes to going to the games and the team isn't 5-0 and 8-0, 9-0. We can suck as a fan base. Now, the fan base that shows up when the team is winning, okay, that's fine. That fan base is okay. Whoever those people are who wasn't coming, right. But until then, I'm just saying. Oh, here we go. I love this argument right here. If fans need to get players motivated, which I agree with, okay, then why do you think players are motivated after a loss or looking forward to ACC schedule? Nah, bro, it's not like if fans need to get players motivated, which I agree, then why do you think players are motivated after a loss or looking forward to? They wasn't motivated walking into Middle Tennessee. I said it on video. If the place was full, that would have been a reason for them to be motivated, right? They felt they had nothing to. They didn't tell me this, but it looked like they felt they had nothing to. They couldn't gain anything. They couldn't gain anything that day. We've all been through it. We've all been through it, bro. Like you walk in there, you just lost something meaningful, and you walk into something that ain't as meaningful, and then it punch you in the face, and you realize you weren't mentally locked in.
Yeah.
I'm saying is, I'm not saying that. Well, why they need people to get them motivated? Then they don't love the game. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that when you land in the bed with your girl, she could just roll over, right, and be like, hurry up, or she can get excited about the situation and help you. Two different things.
Yeah, I think like
I can come up with.
When you saying the motivational part is you just look at it when the players run through the smoke. You know what I'm saying? You look at it like, does it motivate the kids or what is it doing? You know, a lot of former players will tell you running through the smoke gave them some sort of feeling where they felt like they was invincible. So just imagine the players running through the smoke and seeing 60,000 fans going crazy. They gonna feel invincible. When they created football stadium, they created it for the Gladiators moment. Remember, Gladiator was staying in the middle of the big stadium, 100,000 people in there cheering for him to kill somebody. That's motivation.
Right. Right. Twitter just added some stuff. Twitter just added some stuff. Twitter said now you can put photos, GIFs, and videos in one tweet.
Oh
Shout
yeah,
out to Twitter.
I seen something like that. I didn't know if it was true or not. But
Shout out to Twitter. You think Teddy Bridgewater can make it happen, dog? Before we get out of here, man.
yeah, I think he can make it happen. I think he can make it happen. I think he can make it happen. Did you see the other tweet? The other thing I sent? I told you about Jimbo Fisher buyout.
No, what about it?
His buyout is $88 million.
Oh, he ain't going nowhere. Good luck with that. Good luck with that.
Teddy Bridgewater, man. Sophomore, 6'3", 175. Was not the starter in the spring. He had to throw that so keep an eye on that. He's been very efficient as his dominant runs in the postseason unfolds. Bridgewater is in the shotgun with trips to the right and one to the left. He'll throw it on fourth down. Looking deep, it's caught. Michael Lee Harris on the first play of the game. Welcome to the finals, Miami Northwestern. The Minnesota Vikings select Teddy Bridgewater. Quarterback. Where we at, go? Where we at, go? See him starting his drive. First and 10 from the Green Bay 20 challenge. Hope did. Please don't forgive me for what the stove did. Nobody touched the Billy until Hope did.
So check this out, X. I showed that for a reason. Cause look what Teddy Bridgewater is talking about. Look what Teddy Bridgewater is talking about, X.
That's better.
Shout out to Anthony Euro, man.
No, it's fun, man. It's a great, moment for me. Yeah, to be on the sideline at my high school games and guard plays and things like that. Some plays work, some plays don't. But it's really something that I always talked about when I was playing for different teams out of town. Just allowing people to see me in the flesh, because there's so many kids in the Bunch Park area, the Liberty City area, who want to be a Teddy Bridgewater, look up to Teddy Bridgewater, but they can only see me on the television. So when they can see me in the flesh on the sideline, the high school kids, they can touch me and just interact and realize that I'm human just like them. That's food for my soul.
It's a big game for the West this week.
Yeah, definitely a big game. So
What do you think about the boys that are going out against them?
we always got a chance, man. Hey,
Chances?
I like us every week. That's better for you.
Oh wow, Teddy Bridgewater talking about Northwestern and Central
great,
at the Dolphins. How could you not get behind this guy, dog?
Yeah, I get
that's
to be on
why
the sideline.
I made September 30th Footballville Teddy Bridgewater. How you not get behind this dude, bro? I had people in the comment section hating, dog, talking about he trash. He need to retire. How do you not get behind, dog?
Here's some. I talked to a former football player who played for North Carolina State yesterday, and he said something, and I was like, "Yeah, man, that need to be said by every player that plays professional sports." He said, basically, as fans, you sit on the couch, you watch your TV, you go to the game, you watch these players, and because they don't do something you like, you call them sorry. And he say, well, put it like this. If you calling them sorry and you go out there, they'll call you sorry. Now, how you gonna call somebody sorry who actually getting paid to do something professionally, but you the critic and you can't do what they do? And I say, that's crazy.
They're just a critic.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're just a critic. But I think being on that pedestal allows you to be criticized. It's no different than people you see in TV where they used to throwing tomatoes into the. You know what I'm saying? Everybody want to be in the crowd. Don't nobody want to be on the stage. Everybody want to be in the crowd.
I tell this story all the time, man. Going to my senior year in high school, when I went to go play in the NBA Summer League. And I thought I knew I was good. I thought I could, hang with these guys, man. And we playing against one of the teams, and they got John Crotty. If anybody remember him, he's the He used to play point guard for the Miami Heat. So, we get the ball. I immediately get the ball, and I go down. I put a little move on him. I pull up for a jumper. I make the jumper. Bam. And I gave him a look like, this, you finna get this all day. He immediately got the ball, came down, and he worked me the rest of the game. And I was like, yeah, I'm not ready. These NBA players are on a whole nother level that you just don't know. And in that moment in my mind, I say, yeah, they make it to the NBA because they're good. We could call them sorry all we want to, but they made it for a reason. They're not sorry. Right. They just sorry than the other person. You know what I'm saying? So
they just worse than the other person. All right, bro. Let's get up out of here, man. You good?
Yeah, I'm good. Ain't no games. That's Wednesday. I forgot it's Wednesday.
Well, it's been games. It's probably games tonight too. It's been games all this week. The makeup games.
I think one of the games got canceled though. The Chaminade game got canceled. I think.
Yeah, I think it's a game tonight. I just don't know who. The other night I went to check out Duke's little brother. Boy, he got 5 interceptions. He had a pick 6 that night.
Hold on, Duke. Oh, okay, yeah.
He's a sophomore. Jabari Watson.
Yeah, you talking? He's out at Western, right, or something like that? No, not Western. He's at Everglades.
Yeah. Yeah, so I've been watching him closely, like, because me and mom close. I told her he was going to be in the band when he grew up. So I've been watching it closely, like, And the other night he got a pick 6 and he was flying. And I was like, okay. Maybe them jeans, some of them jeans came from her. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, maybe.
So we'll see, bro. But all right, man. Appreciate you, dog.
Peace.
Yo. But how do you not get behind Teddy Bridgewater, dog? You gotta be a clown. Shout out to Teddy, man. I don't know. Y'all just got in here. Maybe y'all want to hear what he's saying. But, man, 786-405-949 if you want to get down with IOD Squad and learn how to invest or watch us invest and you just copy. Once you start doing something with your money, man, planting your seeds, you'll start looking at money different. So we're going to get up out of here, man. Teddy Bridgewater talking about being at Northwestern and the game, Central versus Northwestern, and him drawing up plays and why he do it for the kids.
Draw plays and things like that. Some plays work, some plays don't. But it's really something that I always talked about when I was playing for different teams out of town, just allowing, people to see me in the flesh. Because there's so many kids, in the Bunch Park area, the Liberty City area who want to be a Teddy Bridgewater, look up to a Teddy Bridgewater, but they can only see me on the television. So when they can see me in the flesh on the sideline, the high school kids, they can touch me and just interact and realize that I'm human just like them. That's food for my soul.
It's a big game for the West this week.
Yeah, definitely a big game. So
what do you think about boys that are going out against them?
we always got a chance, man. Hey,
Chances.
I like us every week. That's better for you. No, it's fun, man. It's a great moment for me. I get to be on the sideline at my high school games and draw plays and things like that.
I'm gonna end it just like that, though. We're gonna end it on that.
But
Teddy
it's
B,
really
man.
something that
Catch
I always
y'all
talked
later,
about when I was playing for different teams out of town, just allowing people to see me in the flesh. Because there's so many kids, in the Bunch Park area, the Liberty City area who want to be a Teddy Bridgewater, look up to a Teddy Bridgewater, but they can only see me on the television. So when they can see me in the flesh on the sideline, the high school kids, they can touch me and just interact and realize that I'm human just like them. That's food for my soul.